Hey, happy intro with a lot of energy.
Yeah. Yeah, we are doing a fun car episode.
Yeah.
You
In
just
the
good old fella
trying to beat the heat.
beat the heat, and then also we don't want to excite fella who just
Yeah.
had surgery.
My dogs love you too much. They go nuts
Yeah.
when they see you. So
Yeah, he would end up tearing his other ACL. Yeah, your dog would have the knees of a retired NBA basketball player.
He's like Diamond Dallas Page knees.
Yeah. He's got to do yoga,
Yeah.
dog yoga.
He's doing like the paws together at the dime.
Yeah, he just does. He only knows how to do dog pose. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, lots happened since the last time we did an episode. You were out of the country again.
Yeah, I was. We went to Greece,
Oh, nice.
which was fun.
Was it honeymoon or?
No, just a vacation.
Okay.
But we sailed around in Greece. It seems so long ago.
Yeah.
God, I gotta say, American culture is awful. It's so awful. Like that was like a vacation of a lifetime.
Yeah.
And I mean, I swear to God, I took 2 steps into the Boston airport, and it's like it evaporated, because it's just chaos. Not even just airports, but then American life, like our day-to-day life,
Yeah.
is just so fast
Yeah.
and unwavering with news and social media and commercials and bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's so disheartening. I gotta say, like, I don't know. I think I'm like built for like 100 years ago or something.
You're built for like fishing in a Tuscany village on a longboat with a
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like not and like
My
It's-
name is Adana Venti.
it's crazy to it's crazy to be like, because doesn't it feel like American culture, like you do all this stuff in hopes to find contentment and happiness,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
what's the end goal, right? So like
to live in a Tuscany village.
Yeah,
and
like, fucking fish.
Fucking fish. Yeah.
but you could just do that,
Yeah.
and like, but you just have to not worry about money, or like you have to
Yeah.
not worry about status or whatever, all this bullshit stuff that
No, but
we strive for here.
the powers that be won't let that. They
Yeah.
want to enjoy their boats in the Tuscan village.
Yeah, they gotta. So they need the blood of our,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
blood
we,
of
we
us.
Need we need the blood of peasants.
They need to
you know?
vampire our
Yeah.
energy.
You're right. That American culture is just an endless grift. It's
It
an
is.
endless hustle.
Yeah,
It's like, I mean, the irony of us talking about this on a podcast.
I know.
Because because that's what it is. It's like, well, I mean, at this point, we've been doing it for the love of the game for fucking 4 years.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, the end game for this is the grift hustle. Hey,
yeah,
like
promote
and
your
like and
shows and
subscribe.
yeah.
And
Come see us do stand up in a
yeah, and it's so weird because
at a gay bar's anniversary party on Thursday.
Thursday, yeah,
Which I'm really excited for. You know,
It's fun. It was fun.
That'll be
yeah.
good.
We,
but-
I mean, I think it's because we get in a pocket in certain rooms. We were able to just kind of like,
yeah,
like rooms that make other people uncomfortable. I think we both kind of handle well. You know,
well, I just think it's going to be fun because we did that show. Well, you were there. You
Yeah.
went to the show. I was. We did that podcast. Our
Yeah.
last podcast, we did it from that parking lot, and there was like 4 people in that show sitting at the bar with their backs to us, and it was still really fun.
yeah.
So I'd imagine if they're partying, it probably gets pretty
I
wild.
even got from a thrift store a very gay shirt. To
Oh
wear
yeah,
for that. Yeah.
Oh, I should. Okay, I should dress up.
It's like sheer. It's a sheer shirt. it's got buttons on and everything, dude, and it's tight.
I'm just gonna cut the nipples out of.
Oh
the
yeah,
regular
dude, yeah.
shirt.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy an old pair of jeans, just cut the ass out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just weird because like we're two people in comedy that should be further along. But I was talking to some friends recently. Like I sometimes feel like I'm not narcissistic enough to be successful in this
Yeah.
in this hustle of comedy.
or you haven't, or like we haven't found, like I feel like you and I, like we're like, I want to be a really good comedian or a great comedian. Well, you know, like I want to be as good a stand-up comedian as I can, and we do comedy. But like, I find people who are like insanely narcissistic or figured out like social media marketing go pretty far.
Yeah.
And then people who find a niche. Like I had a friend who from San Diego, and he's Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
And I haven't I would check in with him every once in a while. We're like comedy friends, and just recently I looked at his page and he has like 40,000 followers or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wow, he's doing good. Like he must have like hit a stride. And I started watching videos, and it's like him dressed up like full Middle Eastern doing like niche like Lebanese humor.
Oh,
and
God.
I was like, oh okay. And I was like, and then I was like, if I did that, I would have to put on like a little Italian beret and be like flipping a pizza and be like, wee, like an Italian cartoon. And I was like, I won't do that.
Yeah.
Like I won't do it. And
And I think I realized what it is when we got into comedy, not even just getting into comedy, but when we became fans of comedy.
Yeah.
The comedians could just be comedians.
Yeah.
Their promotion was them appearing on the Tonight Show. Their promotion was them in a movie.
Yeah.
They didn't have to go on a commercial and be like, buy my new album. Hey, it's me, comedian guy.
Well, I agree with that. Like just being funny was it wasn't even all of it. It's not all of it. It was never all of it, but it was more of it than it is now. And also like the social media stuff. I was talking to Zoltan about this.
Yeah.
And he's grown a big audience, and he posts videos constantly, and he was saying like the quality of what you post does not matter. It's how much you post.
Yeah.
So it's like you just have to keep doing it. And he said he feels like an Uber driver for the internet. Like he just has to keep, like it's like every day just having to post stuff. And even that, I'm like, man, like it would be great to have a great comedy career, but like you're like a slave to the algorithm.
Yeah.
And that seems awful too.
Yeah.
Like you can't just like it seems so hard, or you have to compromise somewhere. You're like I won't do that, and then but the world is like, well then we won't even consider you,
Yeah.
So it's disheartening. It's like
and I just wish I loved myself enough to post my dumb face that often. And I just wish I wish I could look in the mirror and be like, I am satisfied with this dumb face. So where I was confident enough to be like, hey, please come to my shows and the podcast.
I know.
I just wish, like, I know what it is what happened was when comedy was comedians just be funny and they get put on shows and do circuits and stuff. They had management teams, but then management teams started taking advantage. They still have management teams, but people have figured out how to find their own lane, make their own money, cut out the middleman.
Yeah.
But in order to do that, you got to be like, hey, this is my dumb face.
You have to ham it up.
Yeah, and it's like I don't want to.
The sick thing is like I feel like comedians should not. I guess I don't know. I feel like that shouldn't be an impulse of yours if, like, truly funny people don't seem to want to do that. I feel like there's rare... Like, Zoltan, I feel, is an exception who is very talented and very funny, but he still plays the game of, like, doing that.
Yeah, well, he knows how to turn it on and turn it off.
Yeah.
I think another thing is, too, I've met quite a bit of these guys, these internet comics and stuff, and they're on all the time.
That's awful.
I have the ability to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to have to do that.
Right.
I want to do it when I want to do it.
Yeah.
You know, if I want to put on a wig, I do shows where I'm in dresses and shit sometimes, but I'm doing it because I want to do it. Once it becomes a necessity, it loses its luster. I don't want to do it. If I'm doing something that
there's like a phoniness to it.
Yeah.
You know, like if I can't like talk to you as a person, and like you could like. You should still be able to be funny without being like on stage, like you're saying, like you could be able to turn it off, but still have a conversation and still laugh and like exchange funny ideas. But it's, I don't know.
I think for me, it's like getting into it's a thing I love. It's a passion. I enjoy it. If I wanted to go back to something I had to be a phony for, I'll go and work at Walgreens where I greet people and I don't care about you. I
Yeah.
don't. I mean, not that I don't care about you, but like it's this day and hey, how are you doing? I don't care about your day. I'm just here because I need a check.
Yeah,
I'm here because
yeah.
I need a check. And comedy wasn't.
That's
that
why
for me.
LinkedIn is so bad. You
Yeah.
ever go on LinkedIn?
No, I get
you don't probably have a need to.
I haven't
I
needed it
don't.
in a while.
I don't.
I get messages all the time for it though.
Oh, dude, just like if you ever want to peek into a circle of hell, LinkedIn
Yeah.
is disgusting because it's just regular people with like professional headshots
Yeah.
talking about how much they love work.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
you're like I can't even fathom being like that. And it's insane. And it's like I don't know. I'm disillusioned. I bought my dad wireless headphones, and he left me a voicemail thanking me.
Yeah.
And it was like the most low energy, unenthusiastic thank you. And I was like, and I played it on speaker for Kelly, and I said, "Listen to this." I go, I feel like I should text him and say, I'm just gonna like just return them or throw them out if you hate them so much. Just like I don't even know. And I played it for her. And she listened to it. It was about 20 seconds long, and it finishes, and she goes, "That's what you sound like." And I was like, "What?" And she goes, "That's what you sound like almost all the time." She goes, "Especially on the phone." And she goes, "You give no energy or enthusiasm to a lot of stuff, and it comes off like." And I was like, "Oh no!" It was a real kick in the dick. I gotta I'm all over the place.
You got no passion, Dan. You got no passion. You got no moxie, kid.
Whatever it is, kid, you don't have it.
You don't got it. You see this guy? He's got it. What do you got? None of it.
None of it.
Yeah. It's so weird because like my dad was the opposite. My dad was he was a people's person. He was had a gift of gab, and I got parts of that, but I also got my mom's version of that.
Yeah.
My mom has she can turn it on when she needs to, but like her and her like you have a heart rate which like a resting heart rate and then an accelerator.
Yeah.
Her resting heart rate is that. It's just like nope. Every time I speak, or my face at this point looks like I'm angry and upset and I'm mad. Like it's like, and so I got both of them. I got both. I got the ability where I'm not smiling and like being a people person, where I look like I just hate you and I hate your family and I hate your kids.
That might be why we get along, because my mom is like how your dad.
Yeah.
Like your dad, and then vice versa. You know.
Yeah.
We just swapped them, but it is. I have both. I have like good mood.
Yeah.
Affable, happy.
Yeah, I've seen you at shows and interacted with people and stuff like that. Yeah, you got the ability to flip the switch, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's the weird thing is when I'm not around people, sometimes I want to just really chill, or when I'm behind the wheel of a vehicle.
Yeah.
I'm the worst person ever. I'm fucking,
Well, I feel like. Do you express anger a lot in your day-to-day life, or do you suppress it?
I'm very expressive. I've learned.
Well, you're expressive, but I don't know. Well, I guess anger.
Well, the thing is I don't think you communicate your emotions much. Like if I'm not angry,
Yeah.
I will still or let's say I'm angry, but I'm not fuming. I don't let it get to that point.
Yeah.
Like that was the thing about my dad compared to my mom. My mom was like, if she's mad, she's gonna let you know right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is mad. My dad was happy-go-lucky, suppress, and then he fucking blows up. And then I don't like to get to that point because my blow up is like
violence.
yeah. My blow up is putting people in the hospital and shit.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I don't start fights, but I will finish them, and I've finished quite a few.
Yeah.
And then I also have put myself in situations where, even to get to that point, like I don't want, like my thing now is I don't avoid confrontation, but I duck and dodge when I know certain conflict is going to get to that point.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating because like sometimes when I think what it is when we suppress our needs, like let's say you're doing a honey-do list that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
And you can't communicate. I don't want to do this shit. And so you were just like, you know what? I'm just gonna do the light bulb, fucking light bulb.
Break the outside light fixture. Yeah, it's I know. I do feel that. I feel like well, I do definitely put my own needs after like I'll make sure everyone in my household is like Kelly's good and the dog's good. So I'll do like that order, you know? And then I'm at the bottom for myself. But then I also feel like I'm treated like Kelly's like, well, Kelly first, and then the dogs, and then me. So it's like the same order, but just both people.
Both people clearly decided
and you're just like
that Dan is low man on the totem pole.
Yeah, and I think I definitely I definitely suppress emotion, but I think it's just I don't know. But I have that. I suppress until it's like a spring, and it's like like bursts. But I'm never violent. I'm never angry. But I'll yell. I'll get angry.
You gotta vent the smoke.
I know.
You know, somehow. This is a common thing when people like quit drinking or quit smoking cigarettes. Like my mom, like right now she's stressed out about a bunch of stuff, family stuff. There's a kind of a what the hell?
Nope.
That was weird.
The car turned off.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a safety feature or.
Oh yeah. What's the temperature?
91. Or I wonder, maybe I have to run the engine. Well, your car's behind mine, but maybe I have to run the engine.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, oh, it's a blackout, but it has nothing to do with your car.
I know. Let's see. But the engine's idling, right?
Yeah.
Because if you turn it like one crank, right?
Yeah.
Which I don't even know how to do that in this. But yeah, I don't know.
That's weird.
That's good. My car will stop working. Just add it on, just pile it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's I feel like a lot of people feel like stuck or with whatever their life circumstances are. And then even people who are successful, I feel like that is still
that's
it's
true.
like no different, you know?
Yeah, because like I mean, you've dealt with this too. Is you do a show, and after the show, some fucking lawyer, or doctor, or some high class person were like, "Oh my god, it's so," because they have done all the stuff that they knew was going to be successful monetarily.
Yeah.
All their life, and then like deep down, they want to be. They want to be a fisherman in a Tuscan village. That's what it is. I
love when we say fisherman in a Tuscan village. Tuscany's landlocked.
Oh, is it? God damn it! Clearly do not know geography. Yeah,
that's fun. That's just a fun aside.
Yeah, this I would have a land fisherman. You know, you mean a farmer?
Some of that land trout. Yeah,
land trout sounds like truck stop hookers.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say it sounds like a euphemism.
Yeah, yeah, man. I went to Wawa. I went to Buc-ee's. Yeah, they got some land trout.
I had me 4 Milwaukee's beasts and going to search for the land trout.
Got him land trout
at the local bar.
What's a seaside village? Is it Venice?
Venice is on the but there's like canals.
Oh, but they're not fishermen.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sicily maybe.
Sicily. Sicily is an island, so that works.
Tuscany just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, it does.
Tuscan.
A Tuscan village.
Tuscan, yeah. It also sounds like a village in like Star Wars, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah. I'm a Salvatore Skywalker from Tuscany.
Italian Star Wars.
Yeah. He's just throwing his little
meatball fat.
Jabba the ball.
Oh. I think
Darth Gabagoo. Sorry.
Yeah. Just an old scroll in the beginning.
Yeah.
uh, yeah. Man, what a time to podcast.
Yeah. Right now, you remind
Peak
me of Michael
anger.
Douglas in the movie Falling Down.
I love that movie.
Dude, that movie rules. I when I first saw that,
It's like pretty overtly racist in a lot of parts, but
oh
it's
God,
like,
yeah.
but I appreciated it because he's so mad.
Yeah.
He's like, this Coke shouldn't be 75 cents or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like $8 now.
I know.
Like, fuck.
Oh God, they should do it like a modern day Falling Down. It was just like
They should. That would be a good remake.
I'm trying to order in a drive-thru, but there's an influencer doing TikToks.
I still want to see, because they remake a lot of movies, but with like diversity.
Yeah.
And I want to see
DEI.
I want to see Black Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh my.
Because I think that would be so fun.
Too bad he's dead. It would've
Yeah,
been
Weekend
awesome.
at Bernie Mac's, yeah.
Oh my God.
They dig him up. I ain't scared of you, motherfuckers. Yeah. Black Weekend at Bernie's would be so great.
Now just got this vision of Weekend at Bernie Mac's.
Yeah, Weekend at Bernie Mac's.
This is the America.
He's got the little round glasses. He's so good in Ocean's 11.
God damn it.
He's good in everything, yeah.
Yeah, he's just one of those scene stealer guys, you know? Got it, like, you can give him a 10-second cameo and he'll destroy that 10-second cameo.
Yeah, and Bad Santa too. It's so crazy. There's scenes with him and John Ritter in Bad Santa. Have
Yeah.
you watched that in a while?
No, I haven't seen it in a minute.
I watch it like around Christmas time a bunch. I love that movie. And John Ritter and Bernie Mac in scenes arguing with each other, you know. And it's so good because they're so different, but both so funny and both so dead. You know? So they're just dead and
we're getting real existential.
we're getting real dark.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. It's like, what's the whole point of anything, you know? I mean, the point of everything is there is no point, so do whatever you want. I think that's where most people land. That's where I've landed.
Yeah.
And but even if you do stuff, it doesn't matter. So you could do nothing or something, same result. And so, like, you should just enjoy yourself the most.
Yeah.
This is why LinkedIn is terrible. Like, you go back to LinkedIn and they go, I'm so proud to be part of this, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it's, you know, this and that. And, and you're like, are you really, though? Like, I feel like, you know, as phony as social media is, like Instagram and all that, LinkedIn, I'm like, does everyone really believe this? Is this what people think?
Yeah, because this goes with like relationships too. Like for example, like LinkedIn and dating websites. Like for example, a lot of dating websites are like, I'm just looking for a nice, cool, chill girl, and it's like that's what LinkedIn feels like to me.
Yeah,
I like people always make fun of these profiles, but I like the profiles that are like, hey, 5'4", big old titties, and you can suck a dick. All right, like I don't care if you meet my mom, but you better make me come.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And it's like people are like, what's wrong with this person? Like, no, that person's expressing their actual needs.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
honest at least. I know
Yeah.
there's something to say about honesty and I don't know.
Yeah, I almost wish jobs were more realistic, you know, and like, or could be, you know, like, hey, here at this brokerage firm, no darkies.
We'll interview some, but
We'll
we're not
interview
gonna-
some, but that's not what we want here.
Yeah.
This has been around since 1872. If you catch your drift, come on, you know, like
Hey now.
hey now.
Yeah. Man.
I think that's really one of the biggest issues in society, is people just can't communicate their needs verbally. They just don't know how to.
Yeah.
Or it's like socially not acceptable.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, because I even look back at my breakups differently now. I'm just like, you know what? They were just being honest. They were like, hey, you know what? I can't stand your sweaty body on my body anymore. I just can't do it. I can't do another 2 years of this shit. It's got to.
It is funny when you get to a point when you are you feel like you completely understand everyone who's ever broken up with you. You know, you're like, yeah, they're just.
I think this episode is gonna get a darker
and darker.
Well, no, because I was gonna bring up
it's our
something.
darkest episode yet.
It's gonna get darker because I'm about to. So we recently had someone in the comedy community
kill themselves.
And
I love how people say
unalive.
Well, yeah. No, you're good.
Oh.
I'm just shifting around so the engine moves.
Okay.
No, young people they won't say kill themselves or commit suicide or whatever, but for how many people they slept with, they use the term body count.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that there's steeped in a little bit of irony there?
It's so funny because I did for the longest time I didn't know it was body count.
Yeah.
So I kept calling it my kill count.
Oh.
And people were like, "That's an aggressive term. Like body count's no better, you know." But I was like, "My kill count."
You carry like a bag with like cologne and like stuff, and you're like, "That's my kill kit in the bag."
Was it Apocalypse Now?
Yeah,
the necklace full of ears.
Yeah. You're like, "Here's my kill kit for my kill count."
Look at it. It's a necklace full of clit rings.
It's like a bunch of dildos and stuff, and you're like, "It's my kill kit."
It's just got a utility boat.
The dildo killer.
The dildo killer.
Yeah. Oh, so what you're saying?
We
had a. Were you from? Oh, you. Well, go on.
I had a weird. I'm not going to get into the whole back.
Yeah.
I had a weird, convoluted relationship with this guy, but the last time I saw him, it was more cordial, whatever, and he ended up killing himself. And the thing is, like, it's bad, it's greedy, but like I've been in some low points recently in my life where I'm like, you know what's easier? Not being around.
Yeah.
And people are like, that's so selfish. I'm like, no, what's selfish is I'm suffering, you know?
Yeah.
So I talked about this on stage. I was trying to make it funny, where I was talking about, like, I went through a 4.5 year dry spell where I wanted to just end it, and people are like, you gotta stick around. You never know. I'm like, that's easy for you to say. You have companionship and someone who loves you.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't felt the touch of another human in 4.5 years. And you know what would be more relieving than this loneliness? The barrel of a pistol in my mouth. You know what I mean? So just let me die. Why do I got to stick around because you want me to make you laugh?
Yeah.
I want to come in someone. All right? The fuck? You know, I don't know. That was.
No, it's like, you know, I feel like I used to laugh about suicide like when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, who would kill themselves? That's crazy, you know? And then you get older and you're like, I totally get it. You know, like I totally understand. Because life is like, it's both like so wonderful, but also it's monotonous and boring and it's a lot of the same shit over and over again. And it, you know.
So you're gonna be like, hey, Palestinian guy who lost his life and lost his family and his hospital and his business, and you're sleeping in the mud. You know, don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up, buddy. He's like,
you're gonna get laid again.
Somebody amazing's on the other side of that drone strike. You know,
that's probably the only way. No, I haven't had like serious thoughts of suicide, but I've just like I've gone from like never even not even understanding it to be like I get it now.
Oh yeah.
Just today.
Yeah.
But you're like I think about that. I'm like, man, in terms of like the scope of difficulty in life or like how hard people have it.
Yeah.
I'm very aware that I have an easy shake at things, and I like say like quit being such a little bitch and like cheer up fag. You know. Like I'm just like there's like no reason to, and it's just that you're like I wasn't like in a hospital blown up by another country's missiles. You know?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm just bored with the monotony of life, and like it's not a reason to be truly like depressed, but you do get that way because and I think that it kind of comes back to how our society is. It's just it's like a rat race, you know? It's an endless rat race of and this is why I was saying, like, what is it all for? Like, why, you know, what's the end goal? Because that's another thing I truly feel like if you like working on a craft like comedy or music or whatever you're doing and getting better at that and being able to be more expressive or more dynamic in that is definitely an accomplishment because it's just progressing in something. But I don't understand like then you're like money, like is it all for money or is it for fame? Because fame doesn't even really like exist anymore. You know, it's been so
watered down.
Yeah, watered down and
Watered
splintered.
down. Yeah.
The bar, like the gates have been opened and the bar has been lowered, for across all entertainment. You know, like movies now. You watch movies on Netflix and shit, and it's like made for Netflix, and it's like 6 unknown actors in one room. It's like independent level production, but it's just you're like this. I can't even believe this is a movie. Or you see stand-up specials and you're like, this isn't a special. This is just someone put this out just so they have content out.
Yeah.
You know, so and they all like specials aren't special anymore, but like it used to be that it was so hard to get to where you had a comedy special that when you saw it, you're like, wow, this is incredible. Yeah. Because it was the best of the best. It was a very small percentage. And I feel that way for a lot. So opening the gates up, there are discoveries of like, wow, this person's talented, and I probably wouldn't have known or seen them had the old gatekeeping been up. Yeah. But the amount of shit that goes along with that, it makes me wonder if it's worth it. Like I really like, part of me feels like the old system was better because it was a harder thing, you know? I don't know though. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's good or bad. You definitely can make whatever you want now and release whatever you want. Yeah, but it's
not to sound boomery, but it's like the participation trophy of life. Yeah, everyone gets to do it. Like porn. There used to be porn stars. All right? Yeah. These were stars that had a contract. Now it's a bunch of porn stars, but they're just sluts with cameras. They're just you know, like a bunch of OnlyFans, which I'm cool. I actually like amateur stuff.
That must be one of the hardest pills to swallow if you were an old school porn star and did it the old fashioned way, like just a couple of years ago, like 2018 or whatever. I don't know when OnlyFans came out. But whenever that switched and they were like, wait a second, I didn't have to do meth in a desert for 12 years, you know? Like
I had to blow 3 72-year-old guys on a golf cart in Glendale, California. Like, this girl she makes content with her boyfriend that she loves. Yeah. And makes the same amount of money.
Probably a lot more, you know? Yeah. It's really... Yeah. I went out with a porn star a couple of times, and she had short-term memory loss from smoking meth. And...
probably getting dick slapped on her head.
It's trauma.
Giant fucking
deep throating into her brain.
Yeah. Like Robert F. Kennedy had like brain worms, and she probably got blasted.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't even say that word. Maybe I have brain damage from dicks. I don't know. Fucking performing at all these gay bars.
I'm excited about the condom shelf. The brown paper bags filled with condoms on the shelf.
I have so many condoms now. I haven't done any fucking in a while, but I got just a stack of condoms.
Oh, I feel like you're always with new ladies.
Yeah, but I'm not doing any humping and bumping.
Oh, okay.
You know. I'm just you know.
Well, don't kill yourself. There'll be more.
Yeah.
But no, they
No, I make sure I at least cuddle or something. You know, I've made out with a couple. I've like cuddled with some. There's some skin to skin contact. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's nice. I feel like women. I feel like the world would be more peaceful if, like, good-looking women had sex with men that weren't as women who were out of a guy's league. If every once in a while they just tossed him some ass, I feel like everyone would calm down.
Yeah,
because they would get, the women would probably be pleasantly surprised at the effort put in.
Yeah,
and the results, and then the men would be happy probably for the rest of their lives. Like
some of them. I think the problem is whenever I think when people here's the thing I've discussed about in comedy, but as well as in the world, is when people don't know their place and receive a opportunity.
Yeah.
And are not cognizant of the fact that yes, someone threw me a bone.
Yeah.
And they start acting like they're at that echelon of whatever that is.
Yeah, or they
if you're new to comedy, if you're new to a show, someone gives you a guest spot, now you think you're a headliner.
Right, yeah.
Like that's the equivalent of an ugly bald guy fucking a model. He's like, "Well, I just fuck models now." No. That lady was like, "Hey, it's been 2 weeks for me too. Slide your dumb wimpy dick in me." And he's like, "Well, I'm the fucking model slayer now." I was like, "No, you're not a headliner, buddy. All right, you're just an opener.
This was just a guest spot."
You're just a guest spot when these bitches get bored, And that's how I go about life. I know that I won sexiest man bullshit or whatever, but I know my place in the world. I am just whenever a divorcee mom has hit the skids in the dating world and she gets bored. She's like, "Hey, you want to make out after a couple
4
of
Bud
drinks?
Lights on a Tuesday."
I need a minimum of 6 drinks to fuck you." And they're like, "Okay, all right. I'm going to fall in love with you, but I know I'm going to get my heart hurt."
Yeah. I know, that's the thing. Yeah, if you could maintain that
erection all night, that's no problem. Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard. That's fun. I like dark pod.
Dark pod, yes.
This is especially
but
dark.
I think this is why podcasts are so popular, is because the rest of the world is LinkedIn.
Yeah.
It's LinkedIn falseness.
It feels like that.
It's like, because I worked at Disney. I've dealt with that Disney cast member energy bullshit where they're like, "Hey, how are you?" And the whole time, you're like fucking, Janice got broken up with by Dan.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said Dan. I was looking at you when I said it, but and then now she's like, "Hey, how are you guys doing?" She's just dying inside.
Yeah.
The love of her life fucked another guy because it's Magic Kingdom. They're all gay. And
yeah, all the actor people who portray the
dude.
From
my time working at Magic Kingdom, I could probably safely say 80% of Magic Kingdom's workers.
Yeah.
Gay.
They could finish that turkey leg in
Not even bisexual.
one swipe.
Oh yeah. Like a goddamn Looney Tunes cartoon.
Yeah.
Fucking Monterey Jack from the Rescuers down Chippendale's Rescue Rangers. I went to a water park recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went Monday actually. I hadn't been to a water park in 8 years.
Yeah, I haven't been in a long time. We had a good one where I grew up, but I haven't been in a long time. How was it?
Well, I haven't been in this particular one in over 20. Last time I was there, I was in high school.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I had hair.
Wait, what's the name of it?
Summer Waves in Jekyll Island.
Okay.
Yeah, Summer Waves in Jekyll Island. I went there, so it was me and my buddy Dan Baker, who's 2 40-year-old dudes, not married, no kids, at a water park.
So the security guard's like, "Keep an eye on those two."
We got fucking scouted the whole time we were there. He was oblivious because he was just like in his childlike euphoria.
Yeah.
I was too, and then I was like, that lifeguard's doing some weird patrol pattern. What the fuck is this all about? And then I'm like, oh, it's 2 40-year-old guys, no kids, not married. They're either like, they're trying to see if we're a gay couple or fucking pervs.
They're like, I hope they're gay because they look like a problem.
Yeah.
They're just like they have like a cone set up around you.
And it did help that I was wearing these like Lululemon swim trunks I got from a thrift store that would bubble up at the crotch when I was floating in the lazy river. So I'm there with sunglasses bubbling up crotch.
I have something like that.
Oh yeah. Dude.
Certain bathing suits trap the air. You jump in and it's just like whoomp.
Yeah, because they're waterproof technically. So it's same thing with air and water pockets and shit. So I'm there.
It looks like your dick is shaped like a bag of birdseed.
I got a fucking cod piece or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm there with this bowls. I got sunglasses on, and I'm just staring at a. I'm actually laying down. I'm like trying to nap, and I'm open my eyes intermittently, And I'm there, and I'm like, oh my god, this lifeguard is just watching me and Dan float.
Yeah.
And then I look around, and I'm just seeing scantily clad, maybe high school, maybe or college freshmen. I don't know, but they're built differently. They're built way differently than the girls I remember. And so I'm like, oh fuck, this is what. Wow, I was wondering why there's 3 lifeguards on this lazy river, 3 feet of water.
Like a little temporary fencing.
Yeah, temporary temporary. It's just me and Dan corralled off in a fucking little section by ourselves. You know, we got to keep him there until the boner wears off. You know.
Yeah.
I see a red rocket right now. I was drowned in the wave pool.
Oh, for real?
Dude, Dan plays like the wave pool didn't fuck him up. As soon as he gets in, we both got little rafts, little floaty things, little donuts, or whatever. As soon as he got in there, wave fucking took him and power bombed him.
Oh,
and then like knocked his glasses off. So I was like, "Fuck that!" So I grabbed my raft and went above my shoulders, and I went past the brakes, and then I'm out and floating. Well, I didn't know that it was a fucking pretty strong undertow. And it starts taking me out to where the buoys are. You know, the little buoys.
Oh, yeah.
And I haven't had to swim in a long time. So my legs are not, they're built for show. They're not built for function. So my little legs are not kicking hard enough past the undertow.
They're like too dense to be.
They're made of concrete.
Marcus has giant calves. If you ever see it, like strong, like Mr. Olympia calves.
It's not even muscle.
You can see the veins and shit.
Yeah, dude.
It's wild.
My calves are built like
Hulk
a porn
Hogan
star.
approved.
They're built like porn star dicks. I got porn star
You
dicks.
inject them with the.
Yeah. Hey, how are you gonna pay for this
Your
pizza?
calves did meth in the desert.
So I'm trying to kick, and I'm not going anywhere. And I'm noticing all the people that were around me. Now it's just me and like 3 other people.
Yeah.
I just saw one kid get pulled past the buoys. They had to shut the waves down and pluck them out. And I'm like, I'm not going to be the fucking 40-year-old fun uncle that has to stop the waves and get plucked out. That's not fucking... I'd rather drown at that point.
Yeah.
And so I saw the lifeguard. She goes, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I wasn't. I totally I lied to this bitch. And so I get to the buoys, and I'm like, I got to get to the wall. So I dragged myself along the buoys, and then I waited for one of the waves to take me to the little concrete. And I just scurried along the top of it until I got to like the 5-foot section where I could touch bottom. And even then, it was
like an old video game. Like,
oh, dude, yeah, it was like fucking
ride it up to the top level.
North Florida Frogger.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. But yeah, it was and then there was like this little bucket, like every 20 cycles it would dump like 10,000 gallons of water on you.
Yeah.
And it was just me and Dan and then a bunch of toddlers. And then they're talking to us, and I'm like, "Fucking stop talking to me, kid!" You know, like
I'm trying to breathe.
I know the parents are staring at me and Dan, and this kid's communicating.
Yeah.
And Dan's like, he's like
engaging.
He's engaged because he's excited. You know? That's
yeah, like when you're too happy and naive to be like, this probably looks bad.
Yeah.
You know?
And I was like talking to the kid, and then I looked up at the dad. He's like crossed arms. He's looking at me. And I wanted
you touch my daughter.
Every time they did that, I wanted to be like, "Hey, you got a delicious kid over here." Like, it's really fuck with him. Fucking, he's a savory morsel, I'll tell you that much. Yeah.
Man.
I drove all the way to Jacksonville for your son.
It's crazy. I haven't been to a water park in so long. But I grew up often going to one.
They're really fun. I got sunburned though. It's my back's still red.
Yeah.
We both put SPF 50 spray front and back, and then the cream or whatever, and I think one slide took it right off of me.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Just rub it right off.
Yeah, and then one of the lifeguards fucked with me. I was there was like a enclosed tube ride. So you have a little personal tube, and on the tube it says like this part of the raft goes forward, and then this is back. So I'm on it, and it's before I go, she spins it around and it fucking shoves me.
Backwards?
Oh. And I was like, "You bitch!"
Are you in college or high school?
I'm old enough to be your dad, but I'm still fucky. Yeah. gross. And then that was another thing too. Was like they on the website they were like, hey, like scantily, like certain bathing suits would not be allowed.
Yeah.
They didn't care, and it made so when you go in on these like drops, you got these spiraling staircases. So it's just like you staring at the ass of people in front of you.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's just like scantily clad bathing suit. So I'm like, I can't look this direction, because it's labia, ass, labia.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I know. Well, if you ever talk to women, they'll tell you that you see a whole lot more in a bathing suit or a bikini than a lot of times in like a bra and underwear.
Yeah.
And they'll say like, oh, like, you know, people will get uptight if you're somewhere and like you could see like a bra strap, or like even just like if a girl took off their shirt but they have a bra on.
Yeah.
Or even underwear, and then they're like, you see us in a bikini, like bikinis have like sections cut out of it. You know, I feel like every generation cuts more sections of. It used to just be a bikini bottom, and then somewhere in the 90s they were like, the side, we don't need the sides of the hips, it could just be like a string, you know?
Yeah.
And then they take that out, and then the next generation's like, we could cut out like the hip bones, right? And then it's just patches, circles, and then pretty soon it's just gonna be like a little like the silly putty, like half a silly putty,
tied to a pirate's eye patch.
Yeah.
It was quite a bit of that. It was like also like bathing suit tops. Like people are like, "Oh, bras, that's so steamy," and I'm like, "Have you seen a bathing suit top with a busty woman?"
Yeah,
it looks like me wearing Under Armour.
Yeah,
it's just stuffed in there, you know.
Like like the nipples hiding by like centimeters, you know.
Oh yeah,
you know, it's like full tits.
Yeah, most of their nipples look like the neighbor in Home Improvement, just peeking out from the top.
The Tuscan fisherman in me feels like nudity's fine though. Like I don't have a problem with nudity. It's sort of like should be natural.
Oh, sweet.
I don't have the body to feel that way, but I feel that way, you know.
Speaking of nudity, I got invited to hang out with a bunch of people in a hot tub naked.
Oh yeah?
I didn't go.
That's sort of a...
It was a weird situation. It was like...
Hot tubs, if you think about it, it's like ass and genital soup, you know, with whoever you're sitting in there with. And, I mean, they're filled with chemicals, so there's a lot of that canceling out. But when you're naked, it's especially like... I mean, I've been naked in a hot... I had sex with a girl in a hot tub at a party in high school, and that was... I don't recommend because it's... Underwater sex is not good.
Fun.
A pool, a shower, something happens to the vagina when it gets actual water wet. It becomes like, you know, like rubber, like a rubber, like you're fucking a trash bag or something. You know, it's like it's terrible.
Oh, trust me.
And something happens.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
I call that hefty humping. You know. No, you're right. Like I think one of the worst is like pools because of all the chemicals.
Yeah,
it just eats away whatever natural lubricant they have down there. It's like I think it's a pH thing. It's a pH thing.
Oh yeah,
you'll fuck around. You'll fuck around and give a girl a yeast infection if you. Like,
I'm sure. I get slapped all the time when we're swimming. I get handsy and. Yeah, it's no good.
I call that diving in the deep end. Where I'm from, baby. Come on
now.
I'll drown in a wave pool for pussy.
Yeah, water park. That's fun. The classic South Park episode, Pee-Pee's Water Park.
Oh yeah,
that's so good.
Kind of want to go to the beach or water park again. I was like, it was just really fun. It was just, I think the social awareness of like, I mean, not the social awareness, but like the social aspect has changed.
Yeah.
Because like I said, last time I was at a water park was like 8 years ago, and I was with a bunch of people my age, and there was like a lot of older people, like people in their late 20s, early 30s, stuff like that. And then this was like, I'm 40, and I'm surrounded by young girls. I felt it was very Matthew McConaughey. Like, I get older and they stay the same age.
Yeah, I know. Well, and I feel like I'm getting older because you get to a certain point where you see like, I've gone like to a college town or whatever, you know, like in, I don't know where, like wherever, even like I see college girls, and And at a certain point, I was like, oh, they look like little kids. You know, they get it gets to a. So then it gets weird. You know,
they look like little kids. That's the problem at water parks, though.
Yeah.
Is I'm like, whoa, and then they turn around like, oh my god, she's got the face of an 11-year-old.
She turned around, she has a pacifier.
Yeah. Triple G tits.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's and I'm sure they're like, you know, each generation gets more advanced like earlier, and especially now because everyone has access to porn. So it's just, you know, you're like,
I think that's where somewhere down the line I started getting attracted to when I see like
large black
yeah, large black guys, dude. I fucking
something about their huge penises.
Something about it, man. Just, when I see what looks like a baby's arm sloshing around in their swim trunks, buddy, woo, does it for me.
Yeah.
No, when I see like cellulite in the back of legs.
Yeah,
or like stretch marks. I'm like, that is a mom. I know that's an age appropriate. If I see nice titties, that's age appropriate titties that I can you know, just like I can acknowledge and not feel weird about. If I see too much firmness, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
It is. That's a nice thing about being in college is like when you're on a college campus.
Yeah,
everyone who goes to school is in your age range.
Yeah,
you know that. And then when you're in your 20s, there's like graduating college up until like early 30s, I guess you'd say. I don't know. Some people don't abide by any of this, but
yeah.
It feels like mostly fair game, and then it's sort of like, yeah, you cross a threshold where you're like, I don't know. I don't know what I would talk to like a 22-year-old. You know, if you're like a 22-year-old, like, let's go out. Like, I wouldn't even know what to talk to them about or like how to have a conversation.
I've had a couple in like the past couple months. Like I told you on my birthday, I had a like 20-year-old hit on me.
Yeah,
and it was just like, it was flattering. She was really cute, but like I just like. My inner 17-year-old or whatever was like, fuck yeah, you got it, you know. But
living the dream, future Marcus.
Yeah, do it. But future Marcus was like, can I talk to your mom? Like, I just, well, I mean, we were talking.
Do you have an aunt that's single?
Yeah, yeah. How many divorces? Just, yeah. I need a minimum of two, a minimum of two. It was this weird, you're talking to him and like, you realize your references are going over their head.
Yeah.
You don't understand what artist that she's talking about.
Yeah.
It's a lot of that stuff. It's a cultural divide.
She's like, my friends died at Astroworld. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, my friends died in 9/11.
Mine died in the NASA Apollo 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
All my buddies had PTSD from Fallujah. Like, just, yeah, dude. Yeah, it's a lot.
That's like a fabric softener to her.
Yeah,
Fallujah.
You get that from Dollar Tree.
Yeah,
but it's a lot of that. It's a lot of what music do you listen to? And I'm like I'm gonna name 7 artists that she's not gonna, or she's gonna know one song and it's the song I don't like from them. You know? It's a lot of that. That's what it is.
Or she'll be like, I love the 90s, and you're like, who do you like? And she's like, Nirvana, just that one song.
Just that one song. Really, I don't even know their song. I just got this shirt from Target.
Yeah,
like, you know, it was on clearance. You know, for like 75% off.
She's like, I like Nirvana, and you're like, rape me? And she's like, fuck you, asshole. You're like, wait, no, it's a song. It's a song.
That's a sketch, dude.
Yeah, it should be.
Oh fuck. But
yeah, it'd be funny to do. With younger people liking 90s, getting scared off by 90s song titles.
Yeah. This sounds like a really mellow song. What is it? Closer by 9 Inch Nails. Oh, fuck you! Like, oh my god,
an animal.
Yeah.
That being said, yeah, like early 20s tits, nice, like real nice. I had roommates who, and I hated them, but the girl would bring over her friends once in a while.
Yeah.
And they would like just change into bikinis like in the living room, and you're like Jesus, like you can't stand to listen, like listening to them talk, even to each other.
Yeah.
You're not even involved. and it's like you're like it's like impossible. But then they're like 24-year-old tits. You're like, Jesus.
It's like Mars Attacks. They sound
Yeah.
like the alien.
Yeah.
And then they had that one hot blonde one that floats.
Yeah.
God
Oh
damn.
man, that's good.
Fuck.
But what could you do? Maybe that's the point of life. You just trying to figure out how to talk to young girls in their early 20s so you could enjoy them.
Honestly, I just want to be taken away from this burden of being single. That's
Yeah.
how I feel sometimes, because it's like it's just too many options. Like it's too many things.
That is a paradox that I felt. There's a term for it. It's like the not paralysis analysis, but it's like when you have too many choices, people.
They call it Schrodinger's pussy or something.
It's dead inside and out.
Yeah.
All right, let's end on that. That was good.
Yeah.
Well, it's not cool to unalive yourself.
Yeah.
Unless you're starring in Weekend at Bernie Mac's. But it's cool to be foolish.
Oh yeah.